earned a little bit of money for that, but most of the form been over 1.5 miles. And the wind absolutely blowing my box away here. It really is hitting us very hard indeed. And up on the cameras, well, this is the work that the team go to try and bring you pictures, because it's very, very tough stuff there. Ken Granger is down at the start for us. Then we have Rawley Gilbert, who's on the dike, and finally Graham Good, if he doesn't get blown away. His commentary box isn't too safe either. We hope we'll have commentators. The jockeys are out there where the action is. That's Tentworth, Inchgower on the left walking through, with Taffy Thomas, who of course won the Cambridgeshire. On Sagamore for Frankie Durr, and going for the big double. It's Martin Fry without the silk cap that goes over the crash helmet. About to go and get loaded. Should be just about the last one in a race where there's quite a few front runners. But nobody will want to get stranded out there if they can avoid it. And they'll have the wind, don't forget, behind them. See the horse's tail being blown in. This mare, her tail's actually blown. Wind behind them when they start. Fortune's Guest not yet in. That's Lucky Ivor not yet getting loaded. But that's nearly all of them. Huge big field here for the 1983 Cesarewitch, sponsored by the Tote. Here's Ken Granger.
Well, thank you, Bruff. There's just the one to go in, Tentworth, as you mentioned, who's had the blindfold fitted. As you see, she's not wild about the idea. This will be the last one to go in. Captain Dick Smalley, the starter, on his rostrum already. Tentworth going in, no viciousness, just a little bit reluctant. They all look fairly calm. You can see along the heads there. Doesn't seem to be any great alarm. Tentworth's blindfold comes off. So at any moment, I should think, I don't see anything restive. The whole field seems fairly quiet. And under orders, and they're off for the 83 Tote Cesarewitch. Well, they come out in a very even line and spread right across the course. Wordsworth is a pretty prominent one after the first half a furlong. This one in the centre as they come towards us. Well, on the wide outside, High Easter is well up with them, Donegal Prince. On the inside of this one, KUD in the leading line. Just after them comes Moon Mariner racing on the inside of this one, and not too far away is Master Boatman just after the leaders. But at the end of the first quarter of a mile, it is KUD on the outside, and this one matching strides with on the far side, the one who was fast away, High Easter. These two are setting the pace, and it's a fairly steady, sensible one at present, with coming up to join these now Lucky Ivor, and on the inside with Lucky Ivor, Duke of Dollis now not too far after them. Tentworth racing on the inside, Moon Mariner just after these, and then Asserta among the back markers as they go slightly downhill now. We have Popsis Joy, and last of all is Cavalier Serventi. So coming along, as you see, still the one on the wide outside. In fact, he was drawn from the #1 position. On the outside, we have High Easter, but this one now giving way, in fact, to Lucky Ivor. Lucky Ivor taking it up with one of the earlier front runners, High Easter, and then KUD, and now we go back to Rawley Gilbert on the deck.
Yes, Lucky Ivor still. Lucky Ivor from KUD and High Easter, then Tentworth pretty close. Also right up there with the leaders is Duke of Dollis, then comes Wet Bob. Mayop, the favourite, is not far behind, and Prince March spot his red blinkers as they start to make the turn for home now. They're roughly 1.25 miles out in the Tote Cesarewitch, where the two back markers are Inchgower and Cavalier Serventi, but up front it's still Lucky Ivor, High Easter, then KUD. After these come Wet Bob, then Tentworth, then Fortune's Guest. Right Regent is quite well placed, so is Mayop, then Duke of Dollis. After these, Dark Proposal. Moon Mariner got into a bit of trouble there. Fortune's Guest comes next, and they're past halfway now in the Cesarewitch, and it's Lucky Ivor over on the far rails, just in the lead from High Easter. Very little choose between these two there, followed by Donegal Prince now moving up into third. 4 is now Moon Mariner. Then comes Tentworth, Duke of Dollis, Wet Bob, Fortune's Guest, Right Regent, Bajan Sunshine making a move now, and then comes Mayot. They're coming now towards the final 3/4 of a mile, and Donegal Prince and Wet Bob coming up on the outside of KUD and Lucky Ivor. After these, High Easter, then Duke of Dollis, then Mayot making very good headway on the near side. Then comes Bajan Sunshine, Master Boatman and Prince Marge. A wide open Cesarewitch as they race now towards the final 5 furlongs. And up front, Lucky Ivor gives way to High Easter, Donegal Prince, and here comes the mare Mayot. Cavalier Serventi still towards the rear of the field, and with the leaders now Mayotte coming through to take it up. Over to Graham.
Mayotte in the lead. Popsis Joy coming very fast indeed, coming out of the pack. But it's still KUD, High Easter and Mayotte, with Bajan Sunshine finishing well. Popsis Joy finishing best of all. They've got 3 furlongs to go. And the favourite Mayotte now being joined by Popsis Joy and Bajan Sunshine. These tracked by KUD and Fortune's Guest. And then behind these comes Master Boatman, Contesta. They've got just 2 furlongs to go. And Bajan Sunshine strikes the front from Mayotte with Popsis Joy, KUD on the far side. These clear from Fortune's Guest, who's in turn clear of the Moon Narrative. They've got a furlong and a half to go. And it's Bajan Sunshine and Popsis Joy. Popsis Joy on the near side, Bajan Sunshine on the far side. Popsis Joy just proving the stronger, well inside the final half furlong. But Bajan Sunshine is fighting back. Bajan Sunshine and Popsis Joy. Bajan Sunshine, Popsis Joy, man. With finishing very fast, Contesta, but at the line, it's Bajan Sunshine from Popsis Joy, Contesta and Mayotte, and then KUD and Moon Mariner, then Prince Marge and Fortune's Guest, and Abdul and Asserter and Sneak Preview, and Tent Water, McKelly and Wordsworth and Donegal, Prince and Master Boatman, then Kay and Cavalier Saventi, and behind these came Inchgar and towards the rear, Wet Bob, also towards the rear, Lucky Ivor, High Easter, and the back marker was Alistair O'Mavros, and so the result of this Tote Cesarewitch, it's a win for number 7, Bajan Sunshine, owned by Mr. P.C. Green, trained at Epsom by Rod Simpson and ridden by Brian Rouse. Second was number 3, Popsis Joy, ridden by Sean Keithley, I should say, and it's a photograph for 3rd place between Mayotte, ridden by Pat Edery, and also in that photograph is number 17, Contesta, ridden by Philip Robinson, the Sedgefield-trained horse who finished best of all. But it was a real battle, a battle royal in the final furlong. Let's review the closing stages with Brough.
Brave old horses here, and it's a triumph for Epsom. The first 2 trained at Epsom. What a comeback it is for Epsom. Here is Bajan Sunshine taking Mayotte, and old Popsis Joy trying to win it again. I thought he was going to have the legs of Bajan Sunshine at this stage, but he couldn't quite do it. As they came, they've gone 2 1/4 miles. The wind is blowing them all across the course. That's Fortune's Quest, Bajan Sunshine's stable plan on the right. But now, Bajan Sunshine being driven by Brian Rouse, he still doesn't look to be going as well as Popsis Joy, who must be a head up there, but he doesn't quite get home, you see. Mayotte running on very gallantly in 3rd place there. They go towards the line. It's Bajan Sunshine under the driving, who just is a bit stronger. It's still very close. And look at Contesta coming way, way out of the pack. Philip Robinson getting a tremendous run out of him. As they run towards the line, Bajan Sunshine just the stronger. Sean Keithley doesn't punish the old Popsis Joy as they go to the line, but Contesta finishes like a rocket, and I think just takes it off Mayotte on the line.
KUD, he was up there for such a long time, back in 5th place, and there is the 5th horse. Lucky Ivor was towards the rear. Contesta, spot his white face coming in. That was the horse that is in the photograph for the minor places. But Bajan Sunshine is our winner. Popsis Joy 2nd. There's the gallant old Abdoon top weight. Then High Easter, the one with a V. And there, right at the back, that's our